Auer, Powell, Green and Miney opting for the early stop. Makes sense really for Lucas Auer, doesn't it? Because he then got involved in a queue of cars, having had to let 3 past him.
Yes, so keeping to the speed limit as he comes into the pits. The team having to think on their feet here. So once again, starting with the rear wheels. It's a bit difficult getting that left rear on, but they've got it all done. Now the front's off the jacks, it will go. Not especially quick, I don't think, from the team there, but he's out onto the pit lane and back out to rejoin the race.
Yeah, so the amended pit stop time, and it's been mostly good, very good on the Saturday. Can they do that again? Looks good so far. Rears off, front's going on, drops off the jacks. That looked really good. 6.5 seconds, wow. Mega job. So that's the quickest one of the day so far, just what the doctor ordered.
What a time to do a perfect pit stop. So just needs to keep it within the speed limit till he gets to the pit exit.
And the pit stop for Arjun Mining, stationary time of 8.2 seconds, quickest one we've had so far.
That are just ahead of them, so they're coming also in on their stops coming in. Yes, so now Luca Engstler is released, but has he lost valuable tenths of a second? Pulling out behind them. Yeah, and a straight race there between the pit crews, because these two are nose to tail coming in, and Powell Motorsport might just get their man out ahead. Not quite. Timo Glock by half a car length stays there. Good pit stops from both teams, though. The Powell Motorsport crew, that's basically the smallest crew, family-run crew. So that's 2 places lost by Ben Green. That shows you how much of a difference a slow pit stop can make. That's done for him, really, from what was second place, but that was not good. No. At 9.7 seconds, that team are really good at their pit stops, normally Landgraf, but that wasn't a good one. Visual going on, that looks a bit slow. How's it going to be for Land Motorsport? And a pretty good pit stop yesterday. Sub 8 seconds, 7.4 seconds for Ricardo Feller this time. Jules Gounon, 13.5 seconds. The team makes sure he knows where to come. Schubert are nearest the pit lane entry, so in comes Marco Wittmann. And Schubert are normally very good at their stops as well. So the rear changed, then the fronts. Good though, 6.4 seconds. Yeah, 6.4. We have seen a few sub 6 seconds, but I think 6.1 was the quickest yesterday, so that was a good effort. And what about for Thierry Vermeulen? He goes through 7.8 seconds. Emil Frey generally not quite been as quick on their pit stops, but they have been getting better and better compared to last season. So the team that's been quickest at pit stops this year is Winwood. Despite that drama they just had, they've averaged with their 2 cars 7 seconds dead. Schubert have averaged 7.3 seconds and Landgraf 7.6. But disaster in that pit stop for Timo Glock's day after a pretty good one yesterday where he finished 10th in the end. Morris Skuring coming in as well for Manthey. All right, in comes Engel, hits the sweet spot, straight in he comes. His daughter Sophia having a couple of days ago her 7th birthday, was on the grid with his wife watching him go and watching him leave the pit. Fabio Scherer comes in for HRT. This is what it looks like to change time. Absolutely frantic, isn't it? Like being on a roller coaster. That is a wonderful perspective. How much pressure was that mechanic under? So good job there. The home race for HRT. They get Fabio Scherer serviced.
A couple of millimetres out, it ain't going to go on sweetly and you're going to be in trouble, but that was nice. 7.1 seconds. Maro Engel at Zandvoort. They struggled with their pit stops, so on their comeback, they practice it every single day back at the factory. Every single day they practice, Monday, Tuesday, and they've been great at the pit stop so far. It wasn't a good one yesterday, admittedly, but that one did look good. 6.9 seconds, and he might leapfrog the McLaren here. Dura still changing it. The Aston's going to get through as well, because Come To You Racing have been very sharp with their pit stops, and they get through as well. So there's 2 places lost for the McLaren.
So Schubert Motorsport now set about working on the number 33 car. We're going to have one eye on Marco Wittmann. He's out towards turn 8 at the moment. The team now setting to the front of that BMW, putting those tyres on. René Rast is moving, so he's going to be back out onto the circuit before Marco Wittmann comes past, but of course Wittmann will have those warm tyres.
Wasn't a good stop though, was it? 9.4 seconds. Wittmann is eating up the advantage of Lucas Auer, who's still getting his tyres up to temperature. Lukey's though still fending him off, but Wittmann's almost with him now, so this is going to be the lead for the battle for the lead of the race. Rast comes out, but he's on cold tyres, and his advantage will evaporate.
René Rast now the race leader into the pits, his final pit stop of the day. So hits the pit speed limit line, timed this very well, needs to come in, new rubber waiting for him. Schubert Motorsport ready to pounce.
Yeah, so hits the spot up on the jacks, rears are done, and leap across to the fronts. One takes it off, one puts the new wheel on. That was all very slick, and it was 6.4 seconds. Very, very good indeed. As I say, Come To Your Racing are doing pretty well with that.
But now Marco Wittmann in with 30 seconds of the pit window remaining. Lights flashing to indicate that the speed limiter is on.
Okay, buddy, full push, you can do this. Maro, that's finished.
Crack on then, they say, to Lucas now.
Like he needs any encouragement.
Yeah. Try and make up the 4 or 5 seconds we've just lost in the pit stops. Give it full beans. Well, he will, and he's still going to be in a good position to move back into the championship lead, but it hasn't been perfect. Right, René Rast is going to maintain effectively the lead of the race. He's the leading pit stopper. Be well clear of Marco Wittmann. He's about 7 seconds clear, wasn't he, before the pit window?
We'll have this covered off. He does look to the outside as we switch to Aichan Gun in the pits. So Manthey EMA getting to work on the number 90 car.